Jey Uso has admitted something that his fans are not going to want to hear him say. Because there's a lot of fanfare, there's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of positivity regarding Jey Uso right now as he approaches WrestleMania, as he prepares to go into battle and challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. This was a huge, monumental move for him, winning the Royal Rumble, outlasting the likes of Seth Rollins and John Cena and CM Punk and Roman Reigns. This is Jey Uso's time. It is the final point in his singles run to either shut up or put up. If he's going to become a world champion, if he's going to be a main event guy, this is his best opportunity to do so. You know it, he knows it, and the fan base knows it. This is why this match is so big. It goes back to 2020. It goes back to the pandemic. It goes back to when his brother Jimmy was sidelined with a torn ACL. It was when they gave Jey the opportunity to stand on his own and go out there and show the fan base what he can do as a single star. It changed his career. Now, Jey Uso, he recently did an interview where he talked about the importance of WrestleMania 41. The importance of facing Gunther, the importance of winning the World Championship, the importance of doing something that he's not been able to do, which is defeat Gunther in a singles championship match. He couldn't do it with the IC title. He couldn't do it with the world title. Yet WrestleMania 41, we're all supposed to believe that it's going to be different, that it's going to be Jey Uso's time. That WWE will finally pull the trigger and put this man where he belongs. He is one of, if not the most over star in all of wrestling today. He is up there with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Roman Reigns as top tier over talent. He's not the best promo, he's not the best worker, but he is over like Rover. Now, Jey Uso did a recent interview with CBS Sports. You may have heard the interview. He said this in regards to the match. This is do or die for me. I feel like I am doubted a lot. A lot of people are doubting me right now. I'm not supposed to be in this position. I know that. They know that. But I'm going to shut them all up. Now, keep in mind that when Jey Uso shot everyone with the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble, it split the fan base. Some were very happily, joyfully celebrating the moment. Others just trying to crap all over it. The former Intercontinental Champion, he was a major underdog in that match, and now he's going to be a major underdog against Gunther. This comes after a time where 2 years ago he split away from Jimmy, he split away from the Bloodline, and he established himself as a single star. He went and eventually won the Intercontinental title. He then went and won the Royal Rumble, and now he's going to go to WrestleMania. Despite his recent accomplishments, though, Jey admitted this in regards to his situation. I'm still trying to prove myself. It's okay. This is my story. I think a lot of people rock with me because they watched me grow in front of them. They know where I came from. They raised me up. That's all I'm going to do. Every Monday I show up to work and I make sure to leave it all out there. I'm trying to enjoy this ride. He went on and said, I think he's the best in-ring performer regarding Gunther. There is something about him. He carries that energy. He's intimidatingly strong, big, heavy, athletic. But I need to get through this mountain so I can prove to myself and to the world that I'm going to be world champion. Keep in mind that this is 1 year removed from his god-awful match at WrestleMania 40 against his brother Jimmy. He addressed this match in this interview by stating, I always thought we put on great matches. If you look at it, we had great matches with the Wyatt family, the Shield, the New Day, and now I feel I've had a couple of good matches, but none that stick out in people's minds. This is redemption time on the big stage. The pressure is on. Yeah, you best believe the pressure is on. Jey and Jimmy, they were on equal footing in 2024, but they find themselves in various situations now. Jimmy, he's starting to really branch off into a single star run. I don't know how much he's going to get across with that. He's been working with like Drew McIntyre and others on SmackDown. I don't necessarily see him as a single star. I believe that it would be wise for WWE to make Jimmy a tag team star. And I think, and people will think I'm crazy with this, but I think it's a good idea. Why wouldn't you just put Jimmy and Solo Sikoa together? You can put Jimmy as a heel. You can put Solo as a babyface, even though good luck with that. Both guys I don't think are going to make it very far on their own. I think that's a move. I think that's something that you do eventually down the line. But I think Jimmy's going to flounder a little bit for right now as he's going into his singles run. But we'll see. We'll see. Now look, Jey Uso talking about how he still has to prove himself to himself. He has to prove himself to those out there. He does. He's 100% right. You got to know that. It's a fact of life. Because and I was talking to what I consider, and he considers himself to be a casual fan. He's been out of wrestling for a while, and he recently got back into it, and he'll just watch wrestling. And I asked him, okay, I'm a hardcore fan. I live in this hardcore bubble. I work in it 7 days a week. Tell me your opinion about Jey Uso. And he gave me a very interesting opinion. He goes, I don't understand what people see about Jey Uso that gets him over to where he's at. He goes, he's not a very good promo. He's a decent worker, but Jimmy works the same way. But he's over with the fan base because of the yeet catchphrase. And I like that feedback. I don't necessarily disagree with it either. Do I think he's a good promo? Yes. I don't think he's a great promo. Do I think he's a good worker inside the ring? Yes, but I don't think he's a great worker. He is over because of the catchphrase, because people resonate with him. And just like he was talking about in this interview, something I've talked about for years here on the channel, they have literally seen this man grow up in front of their eyes. They've seen him develop. They've seen him grow. And when you've been able to see something like that, you want to see someone to succeed, right? And I think that, in addition to the yeet catchphrase, is what gotten him over to where he is today. And don't knock on him for just saying, well, he's just a catchphrase. Think about all the people who have had great catchphrases. Think of the Yes Movement that got over Bryan Danielson. Austin 3:16. The Rock is literally a walking, talking catchphrase. So just keep that in mind when you want to criticize the current talent, yet you praise those who have come before Jey Uso. Just a thought. Just a thought. Let me know it in the comments here below. What do you think about Jay's comments here?